Alright, here we go again. Another I'm Not Childish about the Radpherd. We've made a lot of progress, but it's not going to show that it doesn't look like that much. We had to readjust these pieces because they were hitting, why is that there? They were hitting this piece, or this piece was hitting them, however you want to look at it. So I repositioned them, used a long 90 instead of a short 90, and looks like we're good to go there. Another thing, just by eye and a strange method, I'll say, of checking camber, added shims in now to pretty much get it where it belongs. Then the motor mounts have put all the bracing and all is in them. Still needing some welding underneath, but I'll get to that once we have the chassis either flipped over or at least raised up. Probably one of the big things that has happened is the rack and pinion power steering is in. Now you can see it's only tacked, but that's the way it's going to stay until I've gotten all the other stuff in that belongs here in the front end. It looks pretty good. It has a nice shape to it. You can see I left it rough cut. I was going to put diamond plate on the front of it, but I thought the rough cut was enough, plus the diamond plate was just not necessary from the standpoint of it was more work. So over here you can see the shims in that one as well. So now we're good to go there. I also, because of getting the tunnel ready, which I don't think I had this piece in, the one right here was not in before, and I have obviously put that in, and it's cupped back. Let's see if we can show that. So it's cupped back in some, and after doing some calculations, I realized my MSD was not going to be able to go underneath the intake manifold. Let's see if we can get this here. So this was the solution. It looks a little different, but look, it should work out all right. There's just a lot of problems when you try to take one unit that's made for a different vehicle and adapt it to yours. So there's one of the requirements in this case. Also, the wiring wouldn't be long enough to trigger the coils in the right order. Let's see, we've talked about the tunnel, the readjustments on the suspension and all. Oh yeah, motor mount, body mounts. There's one of them there in place. Let's see if I can find some of the others. One of them I know we won't be able to see. Okay, this one right here. The top of it obviously, and down here is the bottom. Let me see if I can turn the flash on. Okay, there we go. This camera says torch on. Kind of crazy, I guess. But anyway, there it works there. Now there you can see the back of the tunnel. Oh, look how my finger makes it blurry. Then the next piece of the tunnel sitting there. Now I've got these rolled, and I had to make them in smaller sections because the roller I was using wasn't really heavy enough. So I have a lot I doubled my welding because of that. But you gotta make do with what you got. And let's see, anything else? Well, this floor is now ready to be welded in. I'm not gonna do it quite yet. And I have another brace I want to run across the chassis. I want one up here near the front of the transmission. This strange layout with the upper and lower frame rails not in parallel with each other and vertical, one being directly over top the other, makes it kind of weak in that area. So I'm going to put another cross member in that ties the uppers, the lowers on both sides, so they should cancel each other out when stress is on it. Alright, I think that's about it. I am working on it constantly. In fact, I've had quite a few days of work on it because of the fact that the holidays and things like that. And well, just remember, I'm not childish. I'm at a higher level of immaturity. See ya.